The Democrats include undertaken monitoring of the U.S. building of representatives in the medium-term elections, behavior, a strike to CEO Donald Trump card. A more democratic most in the reduce camera for the at first period in 8-year will limit his capacity to manage his program via convention. But Mr. Trump card's Republicans are set to reinforce their capture on the Senate. Tuesday's voice was seen as a plebiscite on a polarizing CEO, although he is not up for de-election plow 2020. The poll confirms a historic tendency for the side how is not in the White's building to do reached in the medium terms. Building more Democratic lead Nancy Pelosi, who is set to be orator, a stance she detained of 2007 to 2011, said applauding supporters in Washington, thanks to thou, next day will be a new day in America. CEO Trump card concentrated on the Senate, and praised oneself by quotation a columnist. Down there's just been 5 times in the recent 105-year how and position CEO has won seats in the Senate in the off-year poll. Mr. Trump card has sorcery on him. The guy has sorcery upcoming out of his ears. He is an remarkable voice-getter and campaign participant. The Republicans are. The Democrats took monitoring of the building, possessing obtained more than rather than the 23 seats they requirement to get above the reduce camera of convention. Americans elect for all 435 seats in the building. The Democrats could now start investigations in Mr. Trump card's authority and industry sphere, of tax returns to capacity discord of concern. They could as well more than efficaciously unit his legal plans, especially his signed pledge to construct a side on the boundary in Mexico. Woman candidates executed especially so in an poll loop how had been exhibited as the year of the female. 29-year-old Democrats Alexandria Ocasio-Cortez and Abby Finkenauer are due to be the youngest female always to win building seats. Ilhan Omar and Rashida Tlaib are the at first Muslim female and Sharice Davids and Deborah Holland the at first homeless female to be selected to convention. All are Democrats. Republicans are on year to growth their presentation in the 100-chair Senate of 51 to 54. The ensures Mr. Trump card will yet include a most to prove his execution and court serving. Democrats were ever cladding and heavy fight in the Senate the year since they were protecting 26 races, time fair 9 Republic seats were up for grabs. Key reached for the Republicans came in Indiana, Missouri and Polar Dakota, wherever they unseated Democrat incumbents. Haystack Scott is potential to destruction a more Democratic position in Florida, giver Republicans monitoring of both of the country's seats for the at first period in more than rather than a age. Republic Texas Sen Ted Cruz fended off a powerful problem by more Democratic growing celebrity Beto O'Rourke. He's a story of 2 chambers. The doorway to a more Democratic-controlled Senate slammed close. Donald Trump card will go on to include a Republic most prepared and readily to prove his execution and court serving. The just issue now is the amount of his side's benefit. In the building of representatives, yet, the history is various. The way of low impedance for Democrats to a most in-how camera led via educated man commuter districts how had length elect for Republicans, but concluded voters how may include been restless in Donald Trump card's policies and rhetorical. 1/8, such districts were transferred by the Democrats. In Virginia, Illinois, and Florida, mild Republicans lose. In places like Colorado, New Jersey, Kansas, Pennsylvania, Texas, and New York, Democrats are poised for win. It win sense love that tsunami lot on the leftward were hoping to, but a constantly growing tidal is yet lift Democrats to quite victories to offer them monitoring of the building for the at first period in 8-year. In how comes the capacity to halt the Trump card legal order of business in its tracks and puts several gearing in congressional supervision of his authority. The supporter trenches in America are receive more profound. And following 2 year in the dark, Democrats include a tool to struggle behind. Governor Core, who chief the execution branches in country governments, include been selected in 36 out of 50 state. In Florida, leftward wing advanced Andrew Gillum has conceded following an hideous fight versus a Trumpist prudent, Ron DeSantis. But Democrat Stacey Abrams, who ran to be the at first dark woman governor in the U.S., rejected to cede as her Republic enemy Brian Kemp took a commander conduct following a painful campaigning in Georgia. Democrat Jared policy is designed to win the Colorado gubernatorial racing, proper the at first publicly gay man to be a U.S. governor. Democrats as well seized governorships in Michigan, Illinois, and Kansas. In Kansas, Republic Trump card friend Chris Kobach was conquered by a more Democratic country Sen. Laura Kelly. New York more Democratic Governor Andrew Cuomo, occasionally speak of as a 2020 president candidate, cruised to a tertiary period.